up next on the End Zone, you decided, we obliged. New Albany Amory for the game of the week. Who owns 4A North? Well, New Albany made a statement tonight. Also, the Crosstown Classic. Does it get any better than Lafayette and Oxford? And boy, was it a classic tonight. And also, big cats would be on the prowl. Noxubee County and Louisville. How would the big cats do? We'll tell you in the highlights next on the End Zone.
The WCBI EndZone Show with Tom Ebel and Courtney Robb is brought to you by OCH Sports Medicine, Carl Hogan Toyota, Wade Incorporated, and Lost Pizza.
Hey, welcome here to WCBI EndZone for Week 4. Thanks to our sponsors, OCH Regional Medical Center, Carl Hogan Toyota, Wade Equipment, and Lost Pizza. I'm Tom Ebel. She's Courtney Robb. Back at it again for Week 4, and it just gets better from week to week.
We probably sound like broken records, honestly, because each week we're just saying it's getting better. But it is getting better.
If I'm a broken record and it's all good things, that's what I want to hear.
People.
So you all voted, and thanks to Cody Stubblefield and the New Albany Bulldogs for a new treasure to our collection. Great helmet, by the way. I love the chrome.
All shiny.
The white looks great. And it looks great right on this set. We had our game of the week. You decided, hey, look at that. That's a beautiful shot right there. Look at the shine. I love it. So over 1,000 of you voted. You picked New Albany and Amory for our game of the week, and it didn't disappoint.
No, it did not.
WCBI High School Football Game of the Week is brought to you by Carl Hogan Toyota in Columbus.
But first, a absolutely beautiful car by Carl Hogan Toyota.
What a beaut.
Look at this. If you're in the market for a new car, why not check this one out? I drove it. I liked it. I would recommend. But Amory hosting New Albany tonight, the 4A matchup. A big game for them, but we're going to start things off with the Amory defense showing up early and getting a sack. TJ Hubert with that sack. But later on, Bulldogs.
Clear it out.
They get the block right there. Zach Ball getting the ball block. What's better than that?
No ball for you, says Zach
Absolutely not. But Amory would be up 7-0 when the New Albany offense shows life. And Isaiah Coran shakes off tackles, makes the TD. But unfortunately, it would get called back because sad. It's okay, though. Loden passes the ball to Zach Ball, and he's in the end zone for the score. That would count. Extra point wouldn't be good, but score is Amory 7-6 over New Albany. But that's not stopping the Bulldogs tonight. Later on, Bolin passes to Caleb Adair. A beautiful catch. And that wouldn't stop there. That complete pass would be the momentum that they needed to keep on rolling tonight. And Jaden Deaton gets the ball, and he's going to be off. He's not stopping for anybody. He's going to make it into the end zone. A nice little trot on in. And New Albany would lead 12-7. New Albany would finish off the first half with a punt return for a touchdown. They'd go into the second half 20-7 over Amory, getting that final tonight 42-28. A great game for them.
Statement win for New Albany going into Amory, and big win for them.
Big win for them. They hadn't had that momentum they were looking for to start their season off. And even when I talked to Coach Alan Glenn, he says we're not counting them out. They're a very difficult team, a great team.
They can put up points in bunches.
And they really showed what they were made of tonight. Cody Stubblefield, like I said earlier, plenty of experience, and so that first-year head coaching position is not going to stop him.
Oh, no, and New Albany's got plenty of talent, and they're a team that 4A needs to take a look out for. But also, we'll jump up to 6A. One of those teams you got to look out for, Brandon at Tupelo. This was a top 10 matchup, and man, Brandon took advantage of Tupelo's injury bug. J-Rock in at quarterback. Of course, Stephon McGlon still nursing that injury, trying to get back to health. J-Rock going to try and find Jordan Jernigan, but he'd be picked off by the Bulldogs, and they would not stop him there. Brandon, a tough team. They're ranked number 8 by the Mississippi AP for a reason, rumbling for a gain there into plus territory. And the Bulldogs would cap off that drive with Ole Miss commit Jonathan Mingo, possible next member of NWO, capitalizing on the touchdown there. Brandon walks into the flood zone and gets the W 34-6 over Tupelo. That's the Waves' first regular season loss in 2 years. Starkville in action Wearing Ian Strong's shirt, of course, for videographer and former WCBI employee Ian Reed, who passed away this past week. So, man, got to win it for Ian, and they showed out pretty well in this one. Mario Martin with the tackle for loss for Columbus. The Falcons would hold the Jackets to 3 there, but you got to feed Dreek on the next drive. Dreek taking it out left. He's going to rumble for a big gain. Hey, excuse me, Mr. Ref. Dreek is in business. So that one worked. So do it one more time. Give it to Dreek on the direct snap. He's going to walk in untouched, well, kind of touched for the touchdown there.
He gets in.
Starkville continues its win state for Ian Tour. They get the big win, 72-6 over Columbus.
Talk about a big win.
Tough not to root for Starkville. Of course, Ian and his family are always in our prayers here at WCBI. Also, the Crosstown Classic, Lafayette taking on Oxford. This one, it's the Crosstown Classic for a reason. It was a classic. Did you hear John Mark with the QB keeper? He's going to get a nice gain for a first down. There's a QB lowering his shoulder. That's going to fire the guys up on the sideline. But very next play, a couple plays later, Jeremiah Pegues on the keeper coughs up the football, and Lafayette recovers. So the Doors in business, shut down that Oxford drive, and they would take advantage. Jamie Shaw Jr. bowling his way for a big gain up the middle, and later on, hey, if it worked the first time, do it again. Give it to Shaw, bowling his way, moving people out of his way for the touchdown. This one would end on a game-winning field goal for Oxford. The Chargers get the win, 29-27, and reclaim the Crosstown Classic bragging rights. Scores from around our area. Grenada gets a big win over Kosciuszko, 45-13. We'll jump right back into the highlights. Meridian traveling to Noxubee County. Noxubee County ranked number 10 in the state, going up against Meridian, who Meridian's always going to be tough, and they've proven in a big way. Tavarius Adams, big pitch and catch to Dwayne Cox for the touchdown. That got things going pretty quick for Meridian. And after back and forth penalties, Meridian put the ball back there. Hey, try it one more time. Adams to Kendrick Brown for the touchdown. He's going to turn on the Jets. See you later. Meridian up 14-0 early on. But you knew you weren't going to keep Noxubee County down for too long. It'd be Bobby Shanklin. Give it to the big fella. Watch out for him. Just bowling his way literally for a touchdown. That'd get the Tigers on the board. But Meridian holds off Noxubee County at home. They get the win 26-23. Don't worry, Tigers fan. We saw this last year. Noxubee lost, or they were, I think, 1-4 before they won 9 straight to win just a state championship. Nothing too crazy. Louisville dominates Ripley 55-7. Let's stay in 4A. New Hope taking on Shannon. Two teams looking for that first win of 2018. Shannon up 7-0. Jordan Gilliland to Javis Wren across the middle for the touchdown. So it's 14-0 Red Raider. Wade Tackett and New Hope looking for an answer. It would come with Ryan Burt slinging one deep to Dejon Miller right in the midst for a 50-yard catch. That would get into Shannon territory. And you got to cap it off with a touchdown, and that's exactly what Braylon Miller would do. Takes the handoff, bowls his way into the end zone. That'd make it 14-7, but Shannon gets the much-needed win, 26-7 over New Hope.
Pontotoc taking on Aberdeen at Aberdeen today. Go to that opening drive-in. Who other to start things off than Fred Fields, of course. He's going to scramble, and he's going to get the first down for the Bulldogs right here. The drive would go on to stall, but things would get going a little later. After a touchdown gets called back, Isaiah Carter finds Kate Armstrong, and they're going to get the score, just stepping on in for that good old TD.
Just even follow those blockers. Look at the wide receivers blocking downfield. That's beautiful
because
football.
Can't stop, won't stop. They go up 6-0 over Pontotoc. Still in the first, Aberdeen punts.
Sheesh, scoop and score.
But Brandon Harris blocks it and gets the scoop and score like Tom just mentioned. And Pontotoc would go up 14-0. Later on, the final score for this game would be Aberdeen 8 getting the loss there. Pontotoc gets the win 48.
Them Grapes just keep on winning.
Some big wins happening tonight.
Coming up next on the End Zone, skipping class, 3A versus 4A matchups. Choctaw County, Itawamba AHS, Houston, Caledonia. Who's going to win those ones? Highlights next. Also North versus South, one of the best rivalries. North Pontotoc making a statement tonight. And coming up a little bit later, it'd be a 1A state of mind. Nanih Waiya. You knew they were clicking. Can Vardaman get back in the win column? What about TCPS? Highlights and scores next on the End Zone. Welcome back here to the End Zone. We'll just jump right into those highlights. and one of our Game of the Week candidates, to be frank. Itawamba AHS taking on Houston. Topper Nation versus hashtag IAHS. Let's get it going with Jackson Orr, but Jackson, look out for Jylon Davidson. That man's got a house call, 30 yards for the pick six, and he's 6-0 Toppers after the PAT is no good. But here come the Indians trying to make something happen. Anthony Dilworth, he's going to rumble his way for a first down, dragging bodies as he goes. And then on the next play, Jackson Orr is going to find Leadon Bryan. Look at this catch. That is insane. And where do you get, look at the ref calling it. I love it. Let's see that instant replay. Left foot down. That, my friends, is a touchdown.
That could have been comfortable.
Hey, Houston gets the W. Big win for the Toppers, 34-28 over Itawamba AHS. Caledonia taking on
Choctaw County. What a game tonight. What a game. Starting things off, Brandon Edmondson. He's going to try to pitch it, but Jadarius Gore won't connect. And they'll get a fumble. It's going to be Choctaw ball, but Dejon Woods throws to Justin Jenkins, and he's going to take it down for a good gain, but clearly stopped right there. That same drive later on, Elijah Lampkin will take the handoff and truck through a bunch of defenders, not stopping. No. He's getting on through. No. He gets the good gain, and Choctaw County gets the 20-6 win tonight.
Some scores from around our area. Kossuth defeats Tishomingo County 53-21. Corinth with a win over Center Hill 21-12. Morville, big win over East Union 36-14. East Union's a tough team. That's a good win for Morville. Alcorn Central at Hatley. Hatley gets the win 42-16. Winona. I've been saying it, folks. Soon it's going to catch on. Winona is for real. They go on the road to defeat Forest.
Don't sleep on them.
Don't sleep. I'm telling you, 41-21 win for Joey Tompkins and the Tigers. But to the rivalry, North Pontotoc at South Pontotoc.
Woo.
You knew this one was going to be a slugfest.
One of our big games.
One of our big games. Another Game of the Week candidate. North Pontotoc up 6-0, but Hunter West stuffed at the goal line by John Barnes. That would force a V-men field goal. Braxton South with the liner. It's good. North Pontotoc up 9-0. South Pontotoc trying to get back into it. A good strategy would get the ball to Eddie Ivey. Man cutting around, trying to follow some blockers. Decent gain there. And later on, hey, give it to him one more time. It worked the first time. Let's do it one more time. Follow the big fellows. Weaving his way through traffic. Nice pickup there, but the drive would stall before halftime. North Pontotoc, big win tonight, 29-14. Hey, the V-men, they just keep winning. Win, baby, win. At Baldwin.
Hosting the Tigers tonight. Yeah, Nettleton for the face-off. Tigers already up 17-0. And then Cortez Das powers his way for a great gain, and that'll also be a first down. But later on, Graham Gardner hits Tyler Smith for another nice game. What a play. A few plays later, then the Tigers in scoring position. Dedrick Johnson grabbed the touchdown. That extra point would be no good, but they lead 23-0. Bearcats in the waning minutes, they give the ball to Mark Rowan, who fights for that yardage. And then on the last play of the half, Maddox Ritchie looks for Dustin Wildman, but Johnson
no soup for you.
Picks it off. And that was the end of the half. 23-0 final was Nettleton gets the win tonight, 30-2 over Baldwin.
Weird score, 30-2.
Safety.
What are you going to do about that, I guess? Saltillo at Boonville. Freshman QB John Daniel Deaton find Dallas Gamble for a short game. That's a good man to find. Great atmosphere up in Boonville. Then the pitch to Austin Williams. He goes outside. Follow those blockers. Rumbles, lowers the shoulder for a few yards. Deaton drops back. He's going to find Seth Dennison trying to get something rolling. Be a short gain. Saltillo able to rally on defense. No score there, but Boonville gets the W 23-8 over Saltillo. Coming up next on the End Zone, are you for real? Water Valley undefeated. Bruce on a win streak. Are they for real? What about East Webster? We'll find out next on the End Zone. Also coming up, who runs 1A? You knew Nanih Waiya was going to be there, but what about French Camp? And how about our friends from Smithville, who picked up some W's? Also Academy action, Heritage Academy, Starkville Academy, all sorts of Academy action. Highlights and scores next on the End Zone. Welcome back to the End Zone. Water Valley taking on the Bruce Trojans. Man, if you haven't been paying attention to this Water Valley team, it might be time to start. Tay Rucker, just follow those blockers. 30-yard gain into plus territory. And what do you do, Courtney? We've been saying it. If it isn't broke,
don't fix it.
Don't fix it. Not with blocks like that.
The rule is old as time, people.
Tay Rucker, 15 yards for the touchdown. Water Valley leading early on, and then Bruce trying to answer. D'Avian Cullen looking for any kind of room, but he'd be stuffed in the backfield by that Water Valley defense. And then trying one more time. Stopped again behind the line. Water Valley coming up big in that one. And what else? Give it to Tay Rucker. Another 25 gain. Water Valley picks up the big win, 42-0 over Bruce. Blue Devils, hey, they remain undefeated. Watch out for them too. Just saying. I warned you.
Ain't stopping.
Ain't stopping. Also, some scores from around our area. Tachi Tech gets the win over Coffeyville, 22-18. Calhoun City, this game felt like it was over by 8:30. The Wildcats get the win, 28-0 over West Bolivar. Eupora, big win against West Tallahatchie, 41-14. The Eagles are on a bit of a roll. Watch out. And I'll tell you who's rolling, the Nanih Waiya Warriors. Who else will be rolling but Nanih Waiya? Taking on Hamilton tonight, up 26-0 in the second quarter. Lions ball, San France trying to find anyone. He'd find his man for a first down, but the drive would stall. And Warriors ball this time. Devin Turner is going to keep the ball. He's going to rumble. He's making people miss, and he's just going to score some touchdowns. Why not? Big touchdown there for Nanih Waiya, 33-0. And then the Warriors ball out at halftime. Shy Moore with the stiff arm. This is as stiff as a stiff arm gets, my friends. He gets a nice game there. And then let's just set it up for Franklin Jenkins. Who else is in the backfield for Nanih Waiya that loves touchdowns, man? They just keep on rolling. Nanih Waiya gets the win, 46-0 over Hamilton. To Smithville we go.
Yes, Thrasher at Smithville. I said this earlier, but Thrasher probably one of the most intimidating names I had heard. But it didn't intimidate Smithville today. They're going to start things off.
Thrashers.
The Thrashers first start off thrashing that sack by Bryson Grimes, and that's going to build some momentum for later on when the Thrasher gets run by quarterback Easton Boring.
Great name.
It really is. But later on, Smithville's not having it, and they're going to get a good old defensive stop right there because, like I said, they're not going for anything. And then later on, a sack by Thrasher, Jamin Allen. To get things going later on, they would get a final score of
34-6.
34-6.
There we go. Smithville picking up a big win there over Thrasher.
Not getting intimidated.
No intimidated by the name.
Of course.
French Camp taking on Vardaman. Second play of the game. Tyrus Armstrong hands it off, but it's fumbled and recovered by French Camp in great field goal position. They're just going to alert you. It's a key alert. Watch out for Holman Edwards following the blockers. Great to see him back in the end zone to give French Camp the early lead. And number 7, it's Zach Gilmer. You know who's getting the football this time. Holman's going to hand it off to him. It's going to be a nice pickup here. Keep going to that right side. If it's working, you got to roll with it. Nice pickup there. French Camp gets a win over Vardaman. What was the final for that one? 34-6. Big win for French Camp. Also, what do we got here? TCPS taking on Biggersville.
They really did because it happened. And the Eagles had an early lead, 12-8. But the Lions, they would get a huge gain early on to move those chains. And a few plays later, Quamon Davis takes the handoff, gets to the outside, and the man is going to turn on the Jets, has eyes on the end zone, only makes it in for the score. The Lions now up 15-12. TCPS looks to answer. Kai Holiday, he's not stopping for anyone. He's shaking off 2 defenders, and the spin move would get him into the end zone, or into the red zone, my bad, but close enough. Getting close for that touchdown.
Red zone means touchdowns.
Right, so Holiday would hook up with Josh Berry later on, like I said, for that touchdown. The 2-point conversion wouldn't be good, but they would take the win later on.
Biggersville winning 21-18.
Biggersville taking that win.
Noxubee gets the win over McAdams, 22-0. Okolona, another game that felt like it was over by 8:30. Chieftains win 46-0. Also, West Lowndes. Yeah, so close. They fall to Lee County 40-38. Coming up next on the End Zone, more from Starkville Academy, Heritage Academy. Wait till you see these highlights coming up next.
Starkville Academy at East Webster today.
Watch out for those Vols,
Vols
folks.
getting things going early on, leading 12-0. Garrett Lewis.
Can't believe he caught that ball.
Brody Pierce made that great grab, and later on, Taylor Arnold takes the snap, and he's going to score from 8 yards out. The extra point would be good. The Vols' final score today would be 51-0.
What a win by Starkville Academy. There's a reckless regard for human life. Also, Heritage Academy on the road against Lamar. Lamar was the 2A state champion, but that didn't matter for Carter Putt, who's going to hook up with J.R. Lott wide open for the 31-yard touchdown. Dives, give him the 6 points. Heritage Academy looking good early. Is a muddy game. Not wearing shoes? What in the name of... I don't know.
Do what you
strategy,
have to do. Do what you have to do.
Closing seconds of the first half, incomplete pass there, but Heritage Academy would be up by 2 touchdowns, but Lamar would race all the way back to stun the Pats. Lamar gets the W 42-41. Tough loss for the Patriots on the road. Hebron Christian at Calhoun Academy. Buckle up, folks. The very first play of the football game. It'd be a dribbling kick. This one's going to go to Doug Loden. And
Picks it up.
That man's just no one's back. He's like, well, I'm just going to score a touchdown if no one's going to defend it. All the way for 6, so Calhoun Academy on the board first. And they would just keep it rolling. Calhoun Academy one more time. Or I should say there's Calhoun Academy. First one was Hebron Christian. That's Doug Loden from Hebron Christian for the kickoff return. This is Calhoun Academy's Preston Bailey for a 50-yard touchdown run. Touchdowns, touchdowns, touchdowns all over the place. One more time for Calhoun Academy. Cody Pruitt, 45 yards. He's off to the end. Whoa! For the touchdown for Calhoun Academy. They get the W in this one, 42-12. Also, Oak Hill Academy falls to Winona Christian. But the big story out of this one is our prayers go out to Oak Hill Academy's a player. This game was in intermission for a while, and there was an injury for Ethan Turner. And so our prayers go out to him and hope he gets back strong for next week. Also, some other scores. Indianola Academy falls to Winston Academy, 18-14. What a big win for the Patriots on the road against the team that was in the state championship last year. Deer Creek gets the win over Columbus Christian, 30-0. Victory Christian falls to Russell, 52-0. Winfield defeats Gordo, 18-14. Sulligent win over Summelton Christian, 35-6. Lamar County over Hale, 48-16. Pickens County over Brilliant, not so brilliant, 54-8. South Lamar, 45-0 over Meek. A whole lot of blowouts tonight. Aliceville over Tarrant, 32-6. And Myrtle, how about the Hawks, 54-0. This is their first year of varsity football, and they're just on a 3-game win streak. So look out for the Hawks. We'll put a bow on this show coming up next. So that was Ethan Bryan who went out with an injury for Oak Hill, so thoughts and prayers to him. I'm rolling with Myrtle, you're rolling with New Albany. We'll see you next week for Week 5. Bye.
The WCBI EndZone Show with Tom Ebel and Courtney Robb is brought to you by OCH Sports Medicine, Carl Hogan Toyota, Wade Incorporated, and Lost Pizza.